أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In this session, we are going to look into how to use AnswerThis.io for our review purposes. Now, AnswerThis.io has this tool that is called Empathy that can help you understand your reviews and make more informed and critical decisions while you are responding to the reviewers' comments. Now, once you open AnswerThis.io, you have to come down here, Tools and View All. Once you click View All, you will see Empathy tool. The empathy framework transformed how I approach my peer review. Once you click on this, you can try the empathy tool. Now what you have to do is, now it's based on input, then 7 steps, and then the final outcome. So you have to enter your review text that you have received for your research paper. Now for instance, I have selected one for my research. So I've received this review for one of my papers, and I'm just going to copy this text and enter it into the empathy tool. And let's start our empathy analysis. So now there are different stages. So stage 1, read through what this stage means and then try to understand whether it makes sense for your paper or not. Now in this case, reviewers should evaluate manuscript by understanding the journal scope and mission. So now again, the first step is always to look into the paper and see if that particular paper, that particular manuscript suits the journal scope and its mission or not. So in this case, let's run this stage. Now you get different responses. The following sentence does not frame a feedback within the journal standards. Now again, if there has been a comment pertinent to the journal scope, you could have put it in here in this particular stage or this particular step. Now in this case, this text is not relevant to the scope or deciding the scope and mission of the journal, then we could have skipped this stage. So let's say if in this case, let's say if we skip this stage, let's move to the next one. A developmental mindset transforms the reviewer's role into a mentor, emphasizing growth and refinement through constructive feedback that builds on manuscript strengths, identifies actionable improvements, and fosters a culture of academic support and advancement. Well, this could be the stage that can fit that particular review. Now in this case, you've got, this is your original text and this is the suggestion that has been provided by the empathy tool. Now the clarity of servant leadership construct could be improved by explicitly defining it and discussing how it relates to existing models in the literature. Now this happens sometimes that we do get a review and we do not understand what it means. Now in this case, empathy tool can be really helpful. Now again, do you think that this is relevant? Let's say I think this is relevant. I think, let's say, strengthening your argument on the servant leadership model by examining it through key approaches such as insert your approaches discussed in the organizational scholarship would enforce your theoretical foundation. Let's say this is important as well. Let's say we reject this point and let's say we accept this point, that developing in the review and discussion subsections by highlighting specific theoretical debates. This is what is required here. Albeit critical contributions have been cited and integrated into the paper, the review as well as the discussion subsection can be further explored. So let's say we accept this. Now this is the updated review text in order to better understand what changes we need to make. Now let's say strengthening your argument on servant leadership model by examining it through key approaches. Now what were the approaches or what are the approaches in servant leadership? Just look into those approaches and discuss them. Again, look into the theoretical debates that are there. Moving on, next stage. Now reviewers should deeply engage with entirety of a manuscript to understand its core problem, theoretical contributions and intended impact, ensuring that feedback is empathetic, constructive and collaborative. Now again, this comment did relate to theoretical aspects. So it did discuss the conceptual clarity of the concept, so we can link this to the theory as well. So maybe this step can be helpful as well. So let's say we run this stage. Now here, developing the reviews and discussion subsection by highlighting specific theoretical debates. Now, developing the review and discussion subsection by highlighting recent debates in servant leadership theory, referencing emerging literature from the past 5 years and addressing unresolved questions. Now, this is what this comment actually means based on this tool. Now, this is the suggestion that you can take in order to further understand what this reviewer text means, or what is the meaning of this comment from the reviewer. Now again, let's say if I accept this one and reject this one, this is what according to empathy this would mean. Now again, this is improving your understanding of the comments from your reviewer. Moving on to the next stage. Now this is about constructive feedback, critical, theoretical, methodological or empirical issues or minor refinements. Let's say we skip this stage. Let's say we skip this stage and let's say we run this final step. Impactful review guides authors by offering precise, practical and inspiring feedback that identifies opportunities for improvements, organizes comments logically by themes or sections. Now again, the comment did focus on sections. So let's say we run this stage. Now, strengthening your arguments on the servant leadership model by examining it through key approaches. Again, and that same comment. Now, what does this mean? Based on empathy. The theoretical foundation of the servant leadership model could be strengthened by examining it through key approaches. Now, you can insert your approaches here. Discussed in organizational leadership. Expanding the review section to briefly discuss major contribution to servant leadership would further reinforce the foundation. Now, again, let's say we accept it and we go to the next stage. Now, this is review your final document after processing through all empathy stages. Now, this is the final review text. Now, this is developing, or this is what the reviewer would like you to do based on the empathy tool. Now, this is further explaining what is required of you when you resubmit your response. Now, again, it is very important that your response should be very detailed. It should highlight what you have done, how you have done it, and how it improves your manuscript. I hope this short session would have helped you understand the review process and how to use the empathy tool. Thank you very much.